Well, the summer beach weather may be long gone, but still a tremendous afternoon for football here in Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Rams. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Down, 50, plant. Right there, 56. I got you, pop.
Now a handoff looking right. He'll have a first down past the 40. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Check. Hey!
Right back to him on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. Mooney. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Hey, tank.
On 4th down, Durant. And my goodness, this is incomplete. DeAndre Baker, the first corner chosen in this year's draft, there to make the play defensively. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
Now it's the former Ram. This is Todd Gurley. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Let's go.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
50's the mark. 50's the mark. I got one. Under truck.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. Touchdown, Vikings! Todd Gurley, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Durant. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They're going to try and throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff looking right. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, Mooney. He's got the first down and more past midfield. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Now they try the right side here. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 2nd down, Mooney. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 3rd down, Mooney, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the pass from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
They'll run on 1st down. Mooney. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Go, 50, plant. You ain't doing nothing today. Hey. Kill. Go, Mike 51, Mike 6'6", bullet high. They gonna need some therapy after this. Back. Yep. 51, Mike, 51.
On second down now, Mooney. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it. Done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On first down, Mooney. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. On first down, it's Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try and pick up the first down with Adams.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now Jackson on first down. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They try right side here, Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Buying time to his left. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 13. Check 13. 80 weapons. Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Durant firing quickly here, and that's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On, 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Here we go, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Blue draw Corker. Get it.
On 1st and 10, Durant. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
It's just me. Pilot, 64, weak.
Operating from the gun, Durant. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. To throw on 3rd down, Durant. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
On 4th down, Durant. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Well, the summer beach weather may be long gone, but still a tremendous afternoon for football here in Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Rams. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Set up. 60 outlaw. 56. Bring it. Shoot.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Mooney. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
2nd and 3. And he will find his man on the outside. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Durant, hard throw, incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Now a handoff looking right. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the left side. Mooney. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. They'll try the left side. Mooney. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. Back to throw. Durant. And he's got his man on the out route. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now it's the former Ram. This is Todd Gurley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here we go, 50, 50, Mike 50.
To throw is Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he goes out right around the 39. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Jackson now to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
Mike 50. So don't say nothing. That's it. Hey, Mike's 50.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Durant. Forced out to, and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. He's going to dump it off to Gurley.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Watch the screen.
Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a 1st down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say they punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Switch. Check safety. Hatch it. Let's go.
They run. It's Gurley. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. We're scoreless after 1. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be about a yard or two short of the first here. He needed the 35, but didn't make it.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Yes.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw for it here. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, Mooney. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. pushed forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Here's Gurley. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. On third down, Jackson looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means 1.5 time. Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction. They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Gurley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now it's Gurley. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. It's caught here by Adams. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a two-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Under 10. Under 10.
Now a give running left for Gurley. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 99.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now Gurley, handoff left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's able to find Diggs. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. On fourth down, Durant. And he's got his man on the out route. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Durant. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be fourth down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw. Durant. And that is going to be incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. That's
going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On the handoff, it's Gurley. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Watch that in. Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. You got 3. Got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Ain't on the down.
To throw on third down. Jackson over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Takes to midfield but no further, just a yard there. Had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now they try the right side here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Durant. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter.
Hey, echo. 51's the mic. 65, 65, 65. Hey, Mike, 50. X3, 218, chopper. Go, go. Let's go.
On fourth down, Durant. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down, as bad as you can be, 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Jackson. He gets it to Gurley, complete. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Hey, check 24, check 24.
They run on 2nd down with Adams. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. On 1st down, this is Adams. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now Jackson looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
50, Mike's 50. Hey, keep it up, keep it up.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs.
50, plant. We want this. Keep Rivers.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Durant firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll give it here to his running back. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Now a handoff looking right. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Off play action. Durant. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. 2nd and 15. And he will find his man on the outside. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Rams 7.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken short. And nowhere to go. He'll make it back only to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-7. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency,